Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Are you a good girl? Okay, yeah, okay, you're a good girl. Hello everybody, Panda Lee here with, what do I call the puppy videos? I don't even know. Panda Playtime, yes. This is not a Panda Playtime. This is actually a video I didn't think I'd ever have to make. And I'm annoyed that I had to make it. Well, I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed with you guys. I'm annoyed with idiots. Not even idiots, just people that are so ignorant of life. I have been dating Phil since January well, I guess this year, 2012. Yeah, January 2012. Oh my god, I cannot talk. So it's coming up that I've almost been dating him a year. 1 year. For some people, that's a long time. For some people, that's not that long. I think it's a sort of long time. Not many relationships make it to a year. But I've noticed progressively since Phil announced that he had a girlfriend and then we found out who it was, that it was me, I've just noticed some really stupid things have been happening in regards with my relationship with Phil. I was aware when I dated Phil, that when I started dating him, that there was obviously going to be some internet excitement and even backlash about who I was. It's not like I didn't know who he was when I started dating him. And I fully expected a few moron people, oh, she's a man, the Asian, whatever else trolls were saying about me. And frankly, some of them were really funny. There was really funny comments. But I never expected it to be quite as ridiculous as it is today. So I've been dating Phil for almost a year, and that now raises some concerns for people. Now people are starting to wonder about the seriousness of our relationship. Is she gonna move in? Are they gonna get married? Are they gonna make 10,000 babies? No offense, but seriously? I know this is the internet and you can pretty much do anything on it, but really? Really? My god, people. First off, chill out. Phil and I aren't getting married, we're not having kids, and we're not moving in together yet. Because I noticed people started making comments like this was gonna happen, and then they had comments freaking out over it. The biggest issue I've had is people saying, oh, when she moves in with him, it'll be the end of DSP's channel. They're gonna do every playthrough co-op together, co-op playing or co-op commentary. It's gonna be the end of Panda Lee, it's gonna be the end of Phil, it's gonna be the end of the internet as we know it. There could be a big gaping hole in the center of the Atlantic Ocean, and Satan's gonna rise out and fucking put a pitchfork up everyone's assholes because it's that traumatic at the idea of Phil living with a girl. This is just ridiculous. This really is. I can't believe I'm making this video. Phil and I are not moving in together in the near future. We don't know when, if ever. It would be, at the very least, another year before Phil and I would move in together, at the rate things are going. At least another year. Unless some magical event happened, we'd move in sooner, but I'm pretty sure we would update you guys then. Now, I understand this does raise some concerns. What will be the future of DSP Gaming, whatever channels he's working with, King of Hate HD, who knows what he'll be working with by then, and who knows what I'll be working with by then. Phil and I did talk about this, because it was something I wasn't sure what was going to happen. We're both going to keep our own separate channels. I will still be Panda Lee Games, he will still be DSP Gaming. And we'll do our own separate games and separate commentary. Which means I will do my own playthroughs by myself, he'll do his own playthroughs by himself. We probably won't be doing that much co-op commentary together. Just because two people live together doesn't mean they hang out every single second of the day. Because there are games that I want to play that he'll probably never play. There's games he wants to play that I'll probably never play. So why would we get involved in a game we would have no interest in and would have nothing to contribute? Like Halo 4. I wouldn't do anything related to Halo or Call of Duty or anything because I don't know anything about those games and I frankly don't like that series of game. Just like he wasn't involved in the Halloween special. He probably wouldn't be involved in every single Halloween special. I mean, we'd probably do our own combined Halloween special, but have a separate one maybe. I don't know, but this is a ridiculous notion. It'll be the end of DSP Gaming if his girlfriends and everything. If she does wrestling commentary, I'll unsubscribe from... What's this wrestling show? I don't even remember at the exact moment. I'll unsubscribe from this. What the fuck? Seriously, even Yara's like, what the fuck? We're gonna have our own separate channels. We'll do our own separate gaming, our own separate commentary. That is not an issue. That's not even close to a legitimate issue. And frankly, I find this bizarre. I'm flattered by some fans taking an interest in my life with Phil. I really am. I'm flattered by it, and I'm sure Phil's flattered by it to an extent. But some people have some serious issues about a relationship they're not even involved in. This is ridiculous, people. No offense, but Phil and I are a couple. We've been a couple for almost a year. We're not breaking up anytime soon. I think that was a brief internet rumor. I don't know. I got a message on Twitter, or maybe even Facebook when I still had it. It was like this weird message I got saying that there was a rumor going around we were going to break up or something. We're not breaking up. We're not moving in together. We're not engaged. We're not married. We're not having babies. We're not adopting a dog together. This is ridiculous. And frankly, I love my fans. I love that they take a curious interest in how things are doing. But seriously, to the people that think that they can assume whatever they want and that it's going to be such a big deal, stay the fuck out of our private lives. Like, we have a public appearance, obviously. We're seen as ourselves and us as the couple. And I'm fine with that. But when it comes to what we do in our personal time, like talking about moving in, or whatever we choose to talk about, no offense, but stay out of it. It's nobody's on the internet's business. It isn't. You can think whatever you want about it, but just don't go and throw your opinion out at everyone. Because first off, there are people that just legitimately don't care about our relationship outside of gaming. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Phil doesn't care that he has haters. I don't care that I have haters. And we don't care if people take a small interest in our public and private lives. We don't care. But really, do not assume you know what's going to instantly happen when we're in a relationship. We don't even know what we're going to do in like the next 6 months. We don't know what we're going to do in the next year. We're not moving in together, so that shouldn't even be an issue. And we sure as shit are not having one mega channel. We're not going to be like Shaytards where we're going to have one channel and we're going to follow each other around with cameras all day and talk while each other are playing video games. That's ridiculous. It really is. And these people that assume that that's going to be the end of the internet. Have you seen Tokyo Jungle? They act like every playthrough I've been a part of has been a flaming train wreck. That there was a flaming bus crashing into a school for blind and deaf children and hospitalized bunnies or something. Like there are flaming children and bunnies everywhere. Not every playthrough I've been in has been a flaming train wreck. There's maybe been one or two, and for some people there's not even been a single one that they didn't like. But my God, get a hold of yourselves. Seriously, get a fucking hold of yourselves. This is ridiculous. I know his family, he knows my family to an extent. We don't pry in each other's lives. His parents don't pry into my life or our lives as a couple. My mom doesn't pry into my personal life too much. And she doesn't pry into our lives as a couple too much. So why should you? It's a relationship. Get over it. People have them. And Phil's happy he has a relationship, and I'm happy I have a relationship. And frankly, when it comes down to it, we're more important to each other than YouTube is important to us. Not saying that we're going to give up YouTube if we live together or something, but if it's really that big of an issue that there would be a problem if something were to happen, well, I would choose him. And he's told me he would choose me. Which is the smart and right thing to do, despite what any internet troll will say. I just want to get that out there for people. I don't want to bitch, but this is ridiculous. My relationship with Phil in the private, off-camera setting should be nobody else's business. It really shouldn't. It's not my parents' business. It's not his parents' business. It's mine and his. And this dog's, apparently. But, seriously, people, on the internet, we're not moving in, we're not getting married, we're not having kids, we're not breaking up. Whatever thing you're assuming is going to happen, it's not happening. And frankly, I find it ridiculous that I have to go and defend my own relationship with my boyfriend just because he has an internet face, and that I now have an internet face. I find this to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I just didn't expect it to A, be this ridiculous, and B, happen this soon. We haven't even been in a relationship for a year. If you have a problem with me, if you have a problem with Phil, that's fantastic. Don't watch the videos we're in, or don't subscribe, or whatever your issue is with us. But seriously, and don't go around saying you know all sorts of stuff when you don't. That's just the most retarded thing I've seen in my life. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Seriously, like, the crap Phil and I have had to deal with in regards to our relationship, or just our partner in general, is ridiculous. And also, shout out to all the fans. I love them. And they should know that a lot of them do respect our personal lives. A lot of fans just send us a message, hey, you guys were great in a playthrough, or you guys are so great. You don't have to like us. Just don't be ridiculous. You can just say, I'm not a fan of their co-op commentary, I'll just watch them solo, or I'm not a fan of their solo commentary. Whatever, just don't be ridiculous and say all these negative, blatant lies and all sorts of stupid stuff. This is just ridiculous. I know it's the internet, but that doesn't mean you're the king of all knowledge in the world. You have a keyboard and a computer, and some of you I know didn't even buy your computer because you're not old enough to even have a job. Just saying. Relax, people. My relationship with Phil is fine. There's no major changes right now in regards to me. He has an announcement about changes for him. There's nothing major on his end in regards to his personal life. I'm not sure what he's even going to do. But everyone just relax, breathe, watch Fatal Frame, watch Little Big Planet Karting, watch Assassin's Creed, watch whatever you guys want to watch. But just don't believe everything you're going to see in regards to people's comments and flipping out. Some of these comments are sexist, some of them are just blatant lies and stupid things. Just relax. Nothing's happening. People are really stupid with some of the things they have to say. And the internet is not going to end if Phil and I move in together. Which isn't happening for at least another year. I'm going to keep uttering that over and over. Because it doesn't seem to get through people's heads. We've only been together for almost a year. It's like, what, a month or two away from being a year? Just because we're going to be dating for 1 year doesn't mean we're going to live together, get married, have babies, and live like Little House on the Prairie, Shaytar's version. Okay, just relax. And if we do move in together, if and when that happens, we will find ways to adjust, but we will not have one channel where we do co-op commentary all the time. Phil and I discussed it. It's not ideal for either of us, because he doesn't want to get stuck playing Fatal Frame. I don't want to get stuck with Halo or Call of Duty or any other games that are anything I don't particularly like. Okay, so everybody just breathe, lay down, take a nap, drink some orange juice, eat some food, I don't know, whatever chills you guys out. Just relax, just breathe. Any of the stuff that you've been hearing is a complete and total lie. I have now had to clear it up. And I do not have a southern accent. I don't know why I even have to bring this up. I was never born or raised in the South, never even visited the South unless we're counting Florida. And a weekend in West Virginia. I have a voice like Daria. If you've been around for the 90s or even 80s, you'll know that cartoon. I'm not changing my voice. This is my natural voice. You're going to have to deal with it. So much stupid things happening on the internet lately. It's just so bad. Really is. My God, if YouTube actually asked for a legitimate age and they knew if you were lying or not, do you know how many trolls and just stupid people would not be allowed on YouTube just for not being a certain age? I don't know, I just kind of had to rant there and clear some things up. Because I know some people are kind of concerned what would happen if we were to live together, but I want you to know that Phil and I are fine, we're not moving in together, and all this mess you've been hearing on the internet is just that, it's a mess. And I've cleared it up. Enjoy Fatal Frame, and Little Big Planet Karting, and all the other games that are going to be coming out on both of our channels, mine and Phil's. And just breathe. Thanks everybody, Panda Lee here, signing off.